President Donald Trump, acting in the name of protecting the US metals industries and ensuring national security, has declared a trade war against the entire global economy. As a result of his new policy, the United States Department of Commerce has introduced a 25% tariff on steel imports and a 10% tariff on aluminium imports. Trump's decision and rash actions will deal a tremendous blow to the global system of free trade we spent 7 decades building. Even more importantly, ordinary Americans will suffer most. Thanks to Trump, we are about to see prices rise on everything made out of steel and aluminium, from Coke cans to cars. Meanwhile, the Chinese steel and aluminium magnates who got the metals industries into this mess will get off scot-free. In 1967, China was responsible for just 2.1% of global steel production. By 2016, that percentage rose to 49.6%. The output from China's aluminium industry rose even more quickly, from 11% in 2000 to 56.7% in 2016. Those colossal production volumes from Chinese companies have already undermined the balance of the global economy. They could also soon provoke a worldwide environmental catastrophe. For decades, China has had the highest carbon footprint in the world. Their annual carbon dioxide emissions exceeded 10 billion tonnes, more than the US and Europe combined, and that's just according to the official data. Chinese metal companies carry out illegal production, which does not even comply with their own country's low environmental standards. Experts estimate the illegal production volumes of 3 companies alone, Hongqiao, Xinfa, and East Hope, accounts for 4 million tonnes a year. And that's as much as was produced in all of North America in 2017. 8 people control China's largest metals companies, and their greed has already put China on the brink of an environmental disaster. Their production facilities pump huge quantities of harmful substances into the atmosphere. They drain toxic waste into rivers and bury it in the ground, right in the middle of farming and agricultural land. The consequences are clear to all. Last year, China recorded over 1.8 million deaths caused by the dreadful environmental conditions. 12,000 people in the country are diagnosed with cancer each day, with lung cancer being the most common. According to China's Ministry of Health, at least 2 children are born with birth defects every minute. The country's environmental conditions are to blame. Who forms part of the Hateful Eight, responsible for poisoning the environment for the sake of their profit margins? Zhang Xiping, Zhang Shuxin, Zhen Wenhong, Liu Yonghan, Zhang Xixiang, Zheng Shaoxian, Han Xingyuan, Dong Caiping. These people are not afraid of the tariffs imposed by the Trump administration, and they will just keep dumping. The only effective way to protect American industry from unfair competition is to ban these Chinese companies from the US market and restrict access to US financial resources until they implement sustainable and socially responsible business practices. This is the only way to stop these Chinese tycoons from polluting their own country and destroying the future of our planet. A future where competition must take place on a level playing field.